So welcome to the show, Stephen Taylor here, and wow, this amazing backdrop and just doing things a bit differently today, coming to check out the Blouberg Beach Hotel. And of course the tourism industry has taken a massive knock during this time. COVID-19 has affected the tourism industry in a massive way, so I thought we'd come and speak to Wayne Ward from the Blouberg Beach Hotel. How are you, Wayne?
I'm good, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. What is your title?
I'm Sales and Marketing Director for the hotel.
Okay, I like that. I like director. That's cool. Eh?
It's just a title.
Yeah, I know. So tell us about you, where you were born, your background.
Yeah, sure. I'm basically, my name's Wayne. I'm from Johannesburg. I was born in Johannesburg, grew up there, went to school there. Started the industry in Johannesburg, traveled a bit through Cape Town, and then eventually decided to put roots down in Cape Town. So that's why I'm in Cape Town at the moment.
So what did you obviously went to school, did you go to university or college or anything like that?
Basically in my day I could actually do an internship. So I actually done an internship with a hotel group,
okay.
And that's actually how I started off. And a lot of I didn't go to hotel school, but a lot of it is experience, and then I done an internship with a big hotel group.
Okay. So hotel school, I thought it was only for people that wanted to be a chef.
No.
Is it more than that?
It's more than that. So hotel school literally covers every department, and that's why people study for 3 years, because they actually go through every department.
Oh, wow.
And then when they come into the hotel, they start from the bottom up, but at least they got knowledge in the other departments and how they work.
Okay. So when you left school, then you knew that you wanted to go into the hotel industry?
Yes, it was always a passion of mine. Actually, a passion. It was either fashion designer or a hotel, but eventually I chose hotels, and then I landed up and I started working my way up into the hotels.
Have you done any fashion designing?
No, I think it'd be a bit scary if I
really? Okay.
with fashion. So I prefer hotels at the moment.
So how long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for about 25 years now.
Oh, wow.
And yes, worked through various departments and worked my way up. Started from the bottom and then worked my way up to sales and marketing.
What were some of the roles that you had?
Sure. I started off at reception.
Oh, really?
I then went into coordinating. I done a lot of weddings, done a lot of functions. And then, funny enough, I never really considered sales, and I was working for a big hotel group, and they asked me to go into sales, and I said, no, I'm actually enjoying what I did now.
Yeah.
They said, okay, they understood, and then a year later the position became available again, and then they literally forced me to go into sales, and that's how I ended up going into sales. And then I just started loving it, and loving the marketing side, done a few courses on marketing and sales, and then just worked my way up into it.
So for somebody that doesn't know, being a marketing executive per se for a hotel, what does that entail? What is your job? What are you supposed to achieve in your role?
So basically, sales and the marketing, they work very close together. But from a sales side, it's literally making sure that people are coming into the hotel, you mining the various markets, making sure that they're all being looked after, and for literally hotels, you need to choose which market from a sales side actually suits the hotel, because not every market would suit various hotels. So if you look at Johannesburg, it's very much corporate based, where Cape Town is corporate and leisure based. But then from that, from the marketing side, you need the marketing side from the back end to push you and help the sales coming into the hotel.
Okay. Would you say that being a marketing executive here in Cape Town is easier than Joburg, or does it have its ups and downs as well?
Yeah, I think both have their ups and downs and things like that. I think during the pandemic, you've had to be more creative and things like that. But I'd say they're pretty much the same. It's just you just need to know which markets you need to work on and which ones would work for the hotel.
Okay, so talk to us about the pandemic. Of course, we've had that now for the last, almost a year now. Eh?
Yes, that's correct.
March will be a year.
Yes.
So how has that impacted the way that you do things, and how has that impacted the hotel industry?
Okay, well, it's had a huge knock on the hotel industry, the whole travel industry. And there's so many various aspects to the travel industry, and everybody's been affected. We've during lockdown, especially level 5, we closed the hotel, but we did manage to open it with a special permit once we were allowed to, and then we started mining various little groups or where we could get business travelers coming in for the hotel. It was very, very slow. It was very, very difficult. But what we done, and especially from my side, was we couldn't do much in that time. So we said, well, what are we going to do when we can open? So from our side, we were one of the first hotels, and we launched our domestic package into the market, and we launched it early. We launched it even before people could travel, but at least we put it out there. People knew about it, and once people were allowed to do leisure travel, it just opened the floodgates for us. So that was really, really great. The rates at the moment are all over the place. They're very low. People, especially the domestic market, now can pick and choose and stay in the best of hotels at great rates. So it's the best time for the domestic, explore your own country, travel now. You once the pandemic's over and we recover, you're not going to get rates like this anywhere, especially in Cape Town. But it's constantly, you just have to be ahead of your game, and you have to be creative and think out of the box every single day, because every day the market changes. Every day somebody else comes up with something different. So you just need to be ahead of your game and then counteract in that, and that's how we're playing the game at the moment.
So you were on lockdown as the whole country was back in March. How did you handle the staff situation? Did they obviously had to go home and then come back after, and being paid still, and you've tried to keep the same staff, you haven't laid off anybody? Or
That's correct. So we were very lucky. We didn't lay off any staff. We kept all the staff. Of course, it was a case where we created a core team, and the core team were basically heads of departments that were key to the business to get it up and running again. And then the operational staff literally went home. It was a no work, no pay, like most hotels. But we luckily got TERS, so from the government. We were on that program. So that was helping us keeping the staff at least getting some money every month, which was really great. But as the business increased, we started bringing the staff back now. So if you come in and you have a look now, generally I'd say we're running at around about 70%, where most of the staff are already back at work and working, which is really, really great.
So you say that you've been in the industry for 25 years. Have you ever experienced anything like this?
No. I think no one ever expected to experience anything like this. You know, when you're doing contracts and things like that, there's always a clause in there for a natural disaster or anything like that. But I think people look at it and say, what can ever hit South Africa? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, the world got hit with this. So it was a dilemma for all of us, and but we just had to be strong. And luckily, especially at this hotel, we got a very close team. So we all had to just come together and say, okay, guys, how do we push through this and fight this? We always knew that in 2020 and coming into 2021 would still push through, and we'd still have this. So I say this is the year of the vaccine and the year of getting everything going again and things like that. But once again, I go back to the local market and domestic markets. They've really been supportive and really used, I'd say, the country and given support to the travel industry. So we want to thank them for that.
So what would you say to somebody that's sitting at home right now watching this, maybe has got a bit of cabin fever, as you might have, like being in home quite a lot, wanting to maybe get out? What are your protocols with regard to COVID-19? If somebody wants to come stay here, it's completely safe, right?
It's completely safe. You know, we've got all the PPE regulations in place. We've been certified. So when your people come here, there's enough sanitation around. Staff are wearing masks, washing hands. So you totally feel safe. But what also makes this property key is that all the bedrooms have got balconies, and the sliding doors can open, so they've got natural air coming into your bedroom, which is key. So it's perfectly safe to come here and enjoy it.
And the amazing view, of course.
And the amazing view. And the promenade.
So you've been operating for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I only found out about your hotel like late last year. I didn't
Yes.
know about it. So
Yes.
I came to stay here, and it was just the most amazing experience that I ever had.
Thank
was just,
you.
And obviously, I shared that on my social media, and I see that other people also came to stay here as well, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. So I would
Thank you.
urge people to come and do the same, to come and experience, to help the hotel industry, because there's so many jobs at stake, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's not like you say. It's the whole travel industry.
Yeah.
There's so much at stake and things like that. But also those that have got cabin fever, they need to come out.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, take a work vacation.
Yes.
You know what? To bring the family down. You
Yes.
can still work, and you can still go to the beach and things like that.
Yes.
And the work vacation, like this hotel. It's a big thing now. So you're getting people coming in for a week or 2 weeks, and they're still working here. They can still operate, but then family time, they can go to the
Yeah.
beach and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's something different, and enjoy the rates that you're getting at the moment.
Well, we can't go to the beach yet, but we're hopefully soon.
Yeah, that's also true. You know what I mean?
We'll wait to see what Uncle Cyril says.
But you can walk on this side of the road,
Yeah,
and
no,
you're
no,
far
you
away
can-
from
yeah.
the beach.
You can still smell the beach from
You
here,
can
so
still
that's
smell
okay,
it.
right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So, and your rates in terms of people wanting to come stay here?
Yeah, so at the moment we've got rates running from 950 rand, but then we also got rates if you stay for 6 nights, you only pay for 5 nights, and great special deals as well. Watch out for Valentine's, Easter.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming up now, and there's some good rates. But you can go online or call the hotel, and they'll be able to give you the information.
Okay. And what is the rest of the year? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think should be happening?
For the rest of the year, as everybody knows in Cape Town, so Cape Town's heading for winter. Winter is usually a period where we do take a bit of a slump, but we all optimistic. That is one thing. I think the industry is optimistic. The vaccines are on their way. We really do believe government's trying their best to really help us through the pandemic. Ramaphosa has also been quite supportive to the travel industry, although not many people would believe that. But I think he is trying. It's a fine balance between trying to balance lives against jobs and things like that. So we understand that, but vaccines are on their way. So we're very optimistic. I think this year is still going to be tough for the industry. But towards, I'd say from September, October, we're going to go back into summer again, and we think then it's going to be great. And I think a lot of things will be sorted out by then.
But I hope that people in winter come out, that they wouldn't want to stay indoors even more, that they want to get out and and experience something else than the 4 walls that they have, because that can be stressful on its own.
Very, very stressful. I think from the local market in winter do come out, but I think it's the international markets that really push Cape Town through in winter, because the international markets gets great deals through winter, and I don't think they support it. So we're all hoping that the international markets maybe
do you still
soon
get
in
international
winter.
guests or not really?
A lot of countries like the UK now and the US are closing off and things like that. So the international markets, we still do get a few coming through, but it's not nearly as much much that we need at the moment.
So you're surviving at the moment, things are okay?
We are surviving, the hotel's pushing through. Like we say, we're sailing the ship through the storm. But one thing about this hotel, it has also been a great lifesaver because it's got beachfront views. You've got Robben Island on the one side, Table Mountain.
Yes.
You can see you've got the ship sailing in.
Yes.
There's no better place to stay in Cape Town than this.
I know that.
Yeah.
I stayed on the 9th floor, I think it was, and I was like, I opened the door and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I was like, oh goodness, I wasn't expecting that.
Absolutely.
The higher you go, the better it is.
And the better views you get and things like that.
I was just blown away. Like sometimes we take our country for granted.
No,
the
we
things that
definitely do.
Like we drive past maybe this road or Table Mountain, we see it every day. Oh, it's only Table Mountain, or it's this or it's that, and we should appreciate the stuff that we have. Now's the time for us to do that.
Absolutely, and it's a best time now in Cape Town as well.
Oh yeah,
having a great time.
Yeah.
But also one thing about the bedrooms and the setting and things like that, and I don't know if when you stayed here,
It was in November.
It's a lot of times in business hotels, you stay in your room and then you go and you say, okay, let's go down for breakfast.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just want to sit in your room and relax, sit on your balcony, enjoy this.
No, I ordered in. It was good.
There
I
you
loved
go.
it. I was like, come on.
You know what I mean? It's the best time, especially with your partner, just to spend time in your room and
Yes.
relax and chill
But
out.
even when you come down to the restaurant, you can still see this amazing
Yes.
view. You still got that view as well.
Absolutely.
So wherever you are in the hotel, it's kind of it's
Yes.
just there. It's just it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and touching on that, the hotel was built in a very strategic way. So no matter where you move through the hotel, you never see a back end of the hotel.
Yeah.
You only see the front end, and you
Yeah.
only get the views. And that is wherever, if you're walking in a corridor, sitting in a restaurant, in the conference rooms, this is the view that you'll enjoy.
And in terms of conferencing, is there restrictions?
Currently restrictions, so we can't have big groups and big conferences at the moment, but we've got some great business and some good things holding at the moment, but they're just waiting so we can at least move out of level 3 and then start having conferences again. And then once that opens, we definitely get conferencing coming back in, because conference rooms as well, big sliding doors, balconies, natural light and natural air into the rooms makes a hotel key, and especially for groups.
And in terms of, I know that a lot of hotels have struggled during this time, and sadly some are going to close down. Luckily yours is still one of those that are going to be around. Thank
Yes.
goodness for that. I think South Africans should be supporting this industry. I can't
Yes.
stress it enough. I mean, it's kind of do or die, really.
Yes, yes.
And if we don't, I mean, more hotels are going to close down, more people without jobs. We've seen recently that music is closing down.
Yes,
That's sad.
That's
I mean,
very,
and we're
very
going to
sad.
see a lot more of that happening, and there's going to be so much more unemployment, and it's what we do today that's going to affect our tomorrow.
yes.
So a simple thing like going to stay at a hotel for a day or two
It
is going to help the industry
Yeah.
so much.
It helps the industry. You know, it's a job creation
Yes.
and getting people working. But you know, also people must use the city hotels.
Yeah.
Because our cities are great.
Yes.
In Cape Town, CBD is really great. There's so much to do. It's diverse, and a lot of times people don't get the opportunity to stay in
That's
big
right.
city hotels
Yeah.
Because they're very busy and things
Yeah.
like that. But give it a try. You can. The city and Cape Town CBD is really, really beautiful.
Well, wherever. I mean,
Definitely.
anywhere in South Africa, just go and explore wherever you are, and just you don't need to travel far.
No, just love
Just
it.
like
Yeah.
I literally traveled around the corner. I was like, oh wow!
And you've
it's
got
not
this
that
on your
far.
corner. Absolutely, absolutely. No, supporting the industry is very important at
It
the
is.
moment. Yeah.
It is. Hopefully the international travel can open soon, and
Definitely.
hopefully this variant I've seen is quite hectic. I mean, as you say,
Yes.
the US has cancelled flights to South Africa, Portugal I see,
Yes.
the
UK is
UK.
quarantine.
So yeah,
really,
so it's
very-
tough. So now
very.
we can all do our bit to help and support local.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we always hear that all the time,
Absolutely.
support local, but now we actually really need to do
We
that.
really need it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we absolutely really need it. And people need, like you say, don't get cabin fever.
Yeah.
Venture out.
No,
you
I
know?
had to go somewhere. I was
Just
like,
venture-
no, man, I can't. I have to go.
Yeah, let's get outdoors. You know.
Yeah.
No, and there's so much diversity and offering at the moment for you, no matter where you go. So
That's
use
true.
it.
Yeah. Wayne Ward, thank you, my friend.
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much.
I
Yes,
appreciate
Steve.
it.
No,
And
pleasure.
I'm just gonna enjoy this beautiful. I can all take it in. It's just wow. Can I stay here forever?
Yeah, no, sure, no problem. Yeah, we can make a
I'll come live
plan.
here, I'll come film here.
We can make
It's
a
just
plan.
beautiful.
Awesome.
Wayne, thank you for your time. Thank
It's a
you, man.
pleasure. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
There you go.
So here we are at the, let me just take my mask off because we have to practice safety and be safe. Here at the Bloberg Beach Hotel, and an interesting conversation with Wayne Ward. Thank you for him for taking the time out and chatting to us. I mean, look at this amazing view here at the back. I mean, is there any better view than this? I don't think so. Wow. As I said, I could sit here all day. It's the most calming experience, the most calming way to just de-stress. And I think we all need to do that now during this time. COVID has really hit us bad. And a lot of sad stories when you open up social media. I mean, that's just what you see, sadness all the time. So things like this, going out and taking a break at a place like the Bloberg Beach Hotel, or any hotel that's near you for that matter, go and de-stress. Go and take a time out. Go and recharge your batteries. And just enjoy the great country that we have, because sometimes we take it for granted. Let's enjoy it. And let's practice social distancing. Let's wear our mask. Let's sanitize. And let's do what we need to do in order to save lives. And don't forget, the One People International Film Festival taking place in Cape Town from the 27th of April till the 2nd of May. Talking about supporting the tourism industry, that forms part of that. We're bringing the world to you through the One People International Film Festival. Filmmakers, you can submit via Film Freeway. Just search One People International Film Festival, or simply go onto the social media pages, One People International Film Festival on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. It says OPIF_festival. There's different categories that you can get involved in and check out, so make sure that you are doing that and be a part of something amazing. Philip Diaz, chairperson of the Cinema Libre Studios, involved. Sultan Pazan Ulu, he was the artistic director at the Asia World Film Festival, as well as Hollywood actor Akeem K. Kazim, and so many others in the industry there to assist you and help you. So be a part of the One People International Film Festival. Google it, get all the details, submit your short film or your feature film, whatever you want to do, and be a part of it, all right? Another episode. Thank you for taking the time out. Thank you for joining us here at the Bloberg Beach Hotel. Just absolutely amazing, man. God bless. Thank you, Akona. Thank you to Papi. And thank you to you for watching the show. Take care and look after yourselves.